Everybody, it is 7 o'clock on the West Coast. It is 9 o'clock in Dixon, Illinois, and it is 10 o'clock in Fort Myers, Florida. This is the little show we like to call We'll Do It Live.
It's We'll Do It Live! On tonight's show, Scott Radinsky! A musical performance by Rusty Metal! And now, your hosts, Gray Crane and John Gonzalez.
Everybody, welcome to We'll Do It Live. This is our 16th show, and we are ready to rock and roll, everybody. How you doing? How you doing, John?
Feeling good. Feeling good. How are you? How you doing, buddy?
Good, man. You know, we had that week off. So, you know, I got to work on my abs, you know.
Naturally.
Work out, you know, take a little time. What's been happening? How was your week?
Lots of running. It was all right. You know, there's nothing exciting. I can't talk about all the weird stuff that happens at my job. That's kind of like a big no-no. So I can just say like, oh man, I had some crazy stuff happen.
And then, let me tell you. Yeah. Well, being a sniper, you know, being a sniper, you can't really talk about that stuff, you know.
Yeah, dude. You know, you're always going for the pink mist. That's a big goal. You can go. You can get something on the wall. Get a little bit on the wall. You want that too? We have a competition. I think you're talking about. I'm not going to look. Okay. Yeah, I'm talking too much already. I'm saying too much already. You do this every time. You goat this out of me, and I've told you time and time again. I can't talk about the stuff that happens out there. By the way, drinking on air tonight.
Yeah, you make no bones about it. You're just going right for the glass. I got to do that next time.
Well, it's like I told you earlier. I'm not drinking tonight's libation out of a coffee mug, but oh shoot, I don't even have it around me. Sorry, Lee. I promise I have it. It's intact.
I have mine though. I have mine, so I'm representing.
No,
with a fine New England IPA. So, you know, I was thinking about something. Dude, and maybe we talked about it before. But you ever tried to throw away a garbage can? Oh, there it is.
That's actually really funny. That is a Curb Your Enthusiasm moment. No.
Let's say
you can't because yeah, go on.
Oh well, okay. So let's say you got a garbage can, like not one from the city, right? You have like a regular garbage can, and you got to throw it out. So what you do is you set it out with the other garbage cans to throw out. But they don't.
Yeah,
they're not going to throw it away. They think you're just emptying it, so they leave it. An empty garbage can to a garbage man is like, it's like just okay. Well, I guess it's already empty. They won't throw it away. You cannot throw away a garbage can at all. I think you have to cut it up in little pieces.
That's the only thing I can think. Christmas tree,
right? Or you got to leave it.
You just have to cut it up in yeah.
Either
you know, because like you know, my city doesn't do a Christmas tree pickup, so I have to cut my Sawzall and I have to cut my Christmas tree up and put it in my my green waste can. Otherwise, the city wants to charge me $20 to come and pick the damn thing up. So it's the same thing as like trying to throw away a trash can. Trash can is sitting there, it's empty. The guy literally goes like, somebody playing a joke on me? What's going on here?
Right.
And yeah, so you have to. There is no trash can disposal.
Right. Like if you needed to get rid of the trash can, you either have to burn it, which I wouldn't recommend. Not burning a trash can, but if it's like a metal trash can, then that's going to be a problem. Reuse it, cut it up in little pieces, or leave it out in the desert. That's it. So that's
those are your only options.
Right.
I really do.
That's a question for all of our watchers, our tens of watchers tonight. How do you get rid of how do you throw away a trash can?
Yes.
It's next to impossible.
You throw away a trash can.
We have a guest.
We have somebody that wants to say hi. Let's bring them on. Let's see what they have to say for themselves.
Hello.
Mariano Lusardi.
Hello, boys.
Asking the real questions we are, Mariano.
Actually, I have a real answer to your question. How do you get rid of a trash can? I have actually, here where I live, we have the 3 different types of bins. Hi, everybody, by the way. Just want to say hello and hope everybody's doing okay tonight. I come in with I just come in with no, I was taking a nap up to about 10 minutes ago. Long story. We'll talk about that. So there's 3 types of trash cans in my neighborhood. There's the blue one, which is for all your regular trash. There's the gray one for recycling, which I think it's BS because it's just all goes to the same place anyway. And then there's the green one, which is for all your like gardening stuff. I haven't had a green trash can in probably like 5 years. It got taken away and it never came back. And I never got it back. Trash can? They took it. So I don't know where it is. I don't know if a neighbor took it. I order new ones. They won't bring me another one. So I guess there's a way they take your trash can. I don't know. I mean, so I'm still waiting. So if you have an extra one, I'll take it. If you're trying to get rid of a trash can, just call me and I'll come get it.
Now wait, did you call them and say my trash can's gone?
Yes, I called and told them, and they go like, "Well, you may need to purchase a new one." I refused to purchase a new one, so we just put all the gardening.
I'm not buying any trash can.
So I refused to. I throw all the gardening stuff in the regular trash, so it's going to one to say it's all goes to the same place anyway.
You're actually throwing like all right.
I can think. So we did bring you on for a specific purpose, but I do have a question for you because you're a drummer. Why are you in a room full of guitars?
I play a few other instruments too. I actually started on guitar when I was a kid. Actually, I started on piano, and my parents bought me a piano, and only for me to quit 6 months later. And my dad wanted to kill me, basically. I was like 9 years old with a brand new piano, and I was like, that's not my thing. It's like, so then I started on guitar, but I really wanted drums. So once I had enough guitar gear, my parents wouldn't buy me a drum set because it's too loud. So once I had enough gear, I sold it all and bought a drum set. So that's how I ended up with drums. But I still play. I play a little guitar, I play a little bass. Actually, I play bass with a couple bands here and there. I play bass in church once in a while. So, can't hang a drum set on the wall, so I'll hang some guitars on the wall.
Wow.
Mariano Lusardi, proud member of the Church of Satan. And he plays bass every Tuesday.
Not on Sunday.
Orange County chapter. Be looking for him playing bass.
So funny,
we have some questions for you.
I actually real quick. I tell people that I play in church and no one believes me, and it's like, really? those who know me, they can't believe it that I play in church, but I do. Anyway,
But
fire
by the
away
way,
if you do have questions.
Are you in Palm Beach? Is that like?
It's a fake tree. It's a fake
Yeah,
tree.
but-
It just we had nowhere else to put it.
Are you gonna do a version of Cheeseburger in Paradise right now, or Margaritaville?
By the way, okay, so you're criticizing I'm not anti-America or anything. I love this country, but wait, look at John has a flag of the United States hanging on the wall in his living room.
I got a homemade. I got a homemade sign with glitter on it.
And then you're painted.
And then you're questioning a plant. That's actually nice decor.
It is very.
And by the way, I hate Margaritaville. I play in when we used to play music. I play drums in a top 40 tribute cover band, whatever. Play bars all the time. Obviously, Margaritaville, big hit with like the older folks, and gets requested all the time. I freaking hate that song. I don't know.
Obviously
It's
not,
like
Mr. Buffett. Well, I do have some questions.
Oh,
go ahead, fire away.
I do have some questions. And if you can, is there a parrot around somewhere in that tree?
No.
All right, here we go. So this is a little thing we like to call in the Thunderdome. So these people, we're going to rate who would win if they were battling in the Thunderdome. Here we go. Are you ready, Mariana?
Yes.
Question, battle number one. King Diamond versus Danzig.
Ooh. I think I saw a video of Danzig getting knocked out somewhere. It's pretty popular on the internet by not a big dude. And then he's kind of short too. Although I'm a big fan of the band King Diamond.
I would, Glenn's going to have some weight on him. But I think King Diamond might bring out some kind of magical spell to take over. I would go King Diamond in the third round.
Is this like a bracket, or is it like a just single elimination? What are we doing here?
Well, I was just saying I would go King Diamond by knockout in the third round.
Okay, I like it. All right, King Diamond.
No, you fight to the death.
Celebrity death match.
So yeah, Danzig could be gone. All right, here we go. Number two, David Blaine versus David Copperfield.
Ooh.
John?
I don't know. God. Blaine is kind of. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, David Blaine, 100%.
I don't know.
He's actually kind of fit. Like, dude, he's fit. He's fit. He has he can have good endurance. Didn't he hold his breath for 8 hours or something like that, dude?
Oh, so if he's underwater, they're fighting underwater.
You can't choke him to death. You can't.
Dude, but I'm just saying. There's intangibles there. There's intangibles there. You can't.
Okay. I would go myself. I would probably go. I think David Copperfield might have a little bit more reach. I think his wingspan's going to be a little bit bigger.
Right.
Maybe.
I'm saying Blaine. Blaine is kind of like, hey man, how you doing? He's very tired. My light just went off. What's going on? Did we lose the power here? Did I pay the bills?
You saw that. No,
what's going on here?
It's perfect timing because we have to go anyway.
Oh boy! All right,
here we go.
You can still see me.
So it's a push with Copperfield and Blaine. Larry the Cable Guy versus Carrot Top.
Carrot Top.
But he's so big, he might be slow though.
Ripped.
Yeah, but you're going to be slow.
No.
Carrot Top all the way,
dude.
Larry the Cable Guy, if he can get underneath him, because he's shorter.
No. Carrot Top will pull some shit from that
strength.
Aha! That's right. I'm gonna go with Carrot Top. Carrot Top. If there's weapons, if it's a weapons match,
that's
Carrot Top will. Yeah.
He'll pull a chair and fucking kill him.
100%.
Yes.
All right, last one. Crimson Tide, Denzel Washington versus Training Day, Denzel Washington.
Oh, Training Day.
But Crimson Tide
100%.
trained. But Crimson Tide, though, he's a trained military professional.
Remember the words.
No.
King Kong ain't got shit on me. That's it.
All right. Okay.
It's better than King Kong, dude. I mean, that's it. Match over.
All right. So we got King Diamond taking it, David Copperfield, Carrot Top, and Training Day Denzel Washington winning all those matches.
And
Good job.
All
right.
Love it.
Well, Mariana, are you going to stay on if you have any lights in your house?
Yeah, the light went out. I was having issues with my laptop coming on, so I'm on my phone, and I have this other light that if my laptop goes out, long story. Anyway, I'll hang out. The light will be on. I'll be watching.
All right, we'll be bringing you back up. We'll come back to you just a little bit.
Okay.
All right, man.
All right, everybody. We are going to take. Oh, by the way,
right.
John mentioned our Twitter.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, you can go to We'll Do It Live 4. We'll Do It Live 4. That is the Twitter handle, the official Twitter handle of We'll Do It Live. 2 followers so far. We're getting ready for that blue check mark. That blue check mark is coming any day now because there's two followers on there.
Well, either way, we want to thank everybody for supporting the show and sharing and following our show on Facebook and on YouTube and on Twitter. We're going to take a break. Be right back with Scott Rudinsky, everybody. Everybody, welcome back to the show. This is We'll Do It Live, and we're coming to you, of course, live. And right now, we want to welcome into the show former MLB pitcher and vocalist and coach, Mr. Scott Rudinsky, everybody. Scott!
Hey, guys, how you doing?
There he is.
How are you, sir?
I can't complain. I try not to.
So what are you doing tonight? Hanging out? What you got going
on? Pretty much. That's pretty much what I've been doing most of these nights, just hanging out. Not a lot to do these days.
Oh, I know, man, and thank you so much for doing this, man. We really appreciate it. And we have mutual friends, and we'll get into that. How are you? I guess last night was opening night.
Sure.
Right. Now, how are you with the fans? Like some stadiums are going to have like digital fans. I heard in the stadiums.
Like cardboard cutouts?
Cardboard cutouts, or even like digital, like you're playing an Xbox.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I'm sure they're getting as creative as they can. I know they're piping in music and doing everything they can to try to make it real, but it's not real.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, it's got to be kind of weird, especially when the wind starts blowing through Dodger Stadium and blowing fans onto the field.
Somehow they got a balloon. I saw a highlight of a balloon landing on a field last night somewhere. I don't know how that got there. Flew in from Pasadena or something.
Where's John? Oh, we don't have John on the.
I'm here. I'm here.
Go ahead,
I'm
John.
here. I promise I'm here.
He's hiding.
He's hiding.
Yeah.
So take it away, John.
Hold on, dude.
What is he doing?
I'm working out some technical difficulties. Don't worry about it.
Oh, wow.
I'm working out technical stuff.
So Scott, are you?
I just
so
wanted to.
Oh, there we go. That was a technical difficulty, and he's gone. So you're. I mean, also being.
No, I'm still here.
A vocal. No, I mean, John was like John was gone. So also being like a singer, are you still like? Well, now not, but I mean, were you still performing up until not long ago?
Yeah, we were, and we've actually still been performing. We've been doing a couple live streams, both with the whole band, some acoustically with just guitars. But yeah, I mean, we've been doing a lot of writing and trying to make the best of the available time, because there's certainly a lot of downtime right now as far as playing out live, and everything we had booked this summer all got postponed till next year, and I think to be honest, even that's in question.
Oh my! I know, and this is with fully. Oh, and here we go. That was the reason.
Looks like a manager.
But oh yeah, I look like your old manager, don't I?
Hey, coach.
Hold on, wait a minute. Now I'll really.
There you go.
Well, if I do this, if I take my old shirt and make it look like a towel.
There you go.
Now I really look like Sosha.
Blow your neck up a little bit.
And I'll just be brimming. Yeah,
there you
yeah.
go. Perfect.
There we go. I could, dude.
Perfect.
I'm in.
You're in.
You can rent yourself out for Halloween parties, or.
That's a great outfit.
Yeah. So my goal is to look like Dino, but that's never going to happen. So I'll stick with Sosha.
Yeah. Skeletor's a hard one to duplicate.
So for anybody that doesn't realize who we're talking about, Dino Ebel is a coach. He's still on the squad, right?
He's with the Dodgers now. Yeah, he's a third base coach for the Dodgers.
Oh, that traitor son of a bitch.
That's, you know what? It's where he started. It's probably where he'll finish.
So Scott, I wanted to mention something really quick. Is that obviously you have roots in Southern California. You grew up playing ball in Orange County, and then you were drafted by the White Sox in 1990. So here's a little factoid that people may not know, is that I actually went to high school with Chris Woodward, manager of the Texas Rangers.
Oh, nice. I don't know him. I know of him, but I don't know. So were you guys on the same team? Did you play together, or does he know you?
No, I was. No, well, here's the funny thing is, like, he was an assistant coach for the Dodgers. Like I don't even think he was in the show at the time, but like I get this friend request on Facebook from somebody calling themselves Woody Nation, and I'm like, all right, I know it's been 15, 20 years since I graduated. I don't remember anybody named Woody, and I certainly don't remember anybody with the last name Nation. So I ignored it, and then I realized, oh, it's this Chris Woodward guy, and then he was third base coach during the World Series teams for the Dodgers, and then he got the job in Texas, which, being an Angel fan, I really have no love for the Rangers anyway. But yeah, just a little there, you know. So let's talk about playing baseball in Orange County, because that seems to be like the when you're going to draft high school players, Orange County is like the place to draft high school players out of. So what was it like in like the late 80s, you know, playing baseball in Orange County? What was the feeling like when you were coming out of high school and having the scouts coming and seeing you?
I don't know. I never played in Orange County. I grew up in Ventura County.
Are you serious?
In
Ventura County, damn it!
In Simi Valley. You know,
it's a county.
It's a Southern California county.
Exactly.
But you know what? Back then it was it was almost like the dinosaur days. You know, there was no internet. We didn't know what a scout was. I don't know if anybody ever made it out to you know, to our neck of the woods, other than very occasion. And I'd say it was probably about a quarter of the way into my senior year, and I can remember pitching, and we had these bleachers behind the backstop, and all the scouts would stand underneath the bleachers with their little radar guns, and I could stand there on the mound. I'd look in, you know, to the catcher, and I'd see all these little white dots everywhere. I remember asking my high school coach, like, what is all that? And he said, oh, those are all the scouts with radar guns. And then it just kind of started, like, I started noticing on the days I'd pitch, whether we were on the road or we were at home, there's like 15 guys, you know, wearing a polo shirt with a team's name on it or something. It was kind of cool. I mean, it was a little nerve-wracking, but it was also really cool. And the rest of the guys in the team, hell, they all benefited from it too, you know?
Oh, right.
So it was great.
Well, I can imagine.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. The good old days.
You're drafted. You're drafted. Yeah, you're drafted by Chicago in 1990. So you have to correct my memory. Now, did you get to play in Old Comiskey, or was that already? Had they already bulldozed that, and you were in the new stadium?
I got drafted in '86 by the White Sox, and I played for a couple of years in the minor leagues. Mm-hmm. And in 1990, there was a real shortened spring training because there was a lockout. And it was my first major league camp. So I got to spring training, and I remember this older guy. He was like my roommate in spring training, and he's like, "Oh yeah, where'd you play last year?" I said, "A-ball." He goes, "Oh yeah." He goes, "You'll last for like a week or two, and then you know you'll probably go down to minor leagues and you'll go to Double-A or something." I'm like, "Okay, cool." So 2 weeks later, this guy got this guy got released. I had the room all to myself. I made the team out of spring training in '90, and it was the last year of the old Comiskey Park, and it was an awesome experience to be 21 years old, thrown right into the big leagues in probably one of the best baseball cities in the country, and playing for such a historic team, which I knew nothing about until I got there, and it was really cool to play in the old stadium.
Wow. Yeah. How did the Chicago fans break you? Sorry.
No, go ahead and ask. Right?
No, I was just saying, like, when you got there being 21 and being such a huge sports city, like what was the feeling? Was it overwhelming to be, you know, on the Chicago White Sox being 21 years old, and everywhere you go, people, you know, or would start to recognize you as a player? You know, that had to be amazing.
I was a relief pitcher that kind of was in the game for an out or two, so nobody recognized me anywhere.
Oh.
I rode my bike all over the city. I didn't have a car the first couple of years. I just rode my bicycle everywhere with, this is back pre-internet days, so there was bike messengers riding around the whole city, and I kind of followed them around all the little side streets and alleys and learned all the shortcuts and found my safest route to the park. And that's kind of how I spent my first couple of years there. But I was just a blip. It was a blur. I mean, to be honest, the first year I don't remember a whole lot, and I certainly didn't get bothered by any fans.
So was it in Chicago suffered the injury?
Sorry, I lost you.
It's normal on the show.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. So was it? It is. It's running theme. So was it in Chicago that you suffered the injury that cut your season short?
Which injury?
I think it was you had it was a shoulder injury or an elbow injury.
Yeah, I mean, I had a few different injuries here and there. I had a shoulder injury, but it didn't affect me. I was in the minor leagues. When I got to the big leagues, I was pretty good for a few years, without any injuries. I did miss '94. I came down with a form of lymphoma cancer, and so that was the strike year, and I missed out on that and had to stay home and go through a bunch of treatments. And then later in my career, when I was with the Cardinals, somewhere around 2000, I ended up having the Tommy John surgery. And I came back from that okay and pitched for a little while with Cleveland, and then I was done.
So everybody talks about like the subtle difference. I'm gathering all of my stuff here. So everybody, now you pitched on both sides of the of the spectrum here. So you played the AL and you played in the National League, obviously with the Cardinals and the Dodgers. So I mean, like, is obviously like All-Star break comes down. You have fans from all over. What is do you? Because I'm not in baseball, do you feel like there's ever like an animosity between like AL teams and the DH versus NL teams when pitchers are up at the plate? And do you ever feel like there was a type of tug of war going on as far as that is concerned?
I think pre-mid 90s, before they started like the interleague, I think it was kind of more cut and dry. There was two divisions. There was the American League East and West. There was the National League East and West, and there was that's the way it was. Once they started doing the which it was funny because they came to us and they asked us for a vote if we wanted to have interleague, and I remember everybody in my clubhouse saying no, we didn't want to play National League teams, but they did it anyway. And said it was a unanimous vote, which was a lie. But I don't think I think after that it just became just a mishmash of just baseball. You just got on the plane and wherever you ended up. But once they, I'm not a total traditionalist. Obviously, I've been coaching pretty recent, and I'm pretty up to date with all the new analytics and all that kind of crap. But I think once they made the Central Division, which it's great for making baseball more interesting, but for the real traditionalists, I think it lost a little bit of its nostalgia when it kind of got a little more watered down, and things were kind of set up the way they are set up now. And like now this year, I get it because of the situation we're in. But they took away the DH, and now they're adding extra playoff rounds, like a hockey kind of thing. So, I guess every fan's going to take it differently. But, me personally being a baseball guy, I kind of like the way the game was invented.
Absolutely.
No,
absolutely.
That's kind of a way to handle it. Yeah. So let's talk about let's about how Scott Radinsky is the baseball player and is now or always has been a pop singer, and how you merge those two together.
I don't know if they ever merged together. I kind of had the separate thing going on. I worked 8 months out of the year doing, a real job. And then I had, 4 or 5 months out of the year to be creative. The band started back in the early high school days, and it was kind of cool having a job where I'd come home and I'd have 4 or 5 months off, which was awesome. And the guys in the band, I mean, if you know people in bands, most of them don't work. So it was great to come home and they were always available, and we just continued to keep it going and just let it survive. And it's, been very fortunate to kind of have that outlet. And that's just been a huge part of my life. And now that kind of baseball is not my main, it doesn't consume all my time. It's been cool to kind of have that to lean on.
Now, your current band or that band with Pulley, right?
Correct.
So how many dates were you doing before everything shut down? How many dates a year would you guys do?
It would vary. There are a couple of guys, now that they're older, obviously. They do actually have real jobs. But we were, it was getting pretty regular. Like this summer we had, I'd say we probably had close to, potentially could have been anywhere from 75 to 100 shows. Pretty active,
Wow. So when everything shut down, you were talking earlier about you guys are doing some live streams and trying to keep everything still moving along, which is becoming the norm, and it's cool. I still like it. You can still log on and watch your favorite band play. And where do you guys do that? Like a rehearsal place, or you do at your house, or?
We did this live stream at a studio, which was cool. We just did an acoustic one in a backyard the other day, last weekend. We're going to do another one in a couple weeks. But, we're just trying not to saturate it. Every band's doing them. And I think, you start doing it a little bit too much, and it's kind of going to lose its, it's the novelty of it. And shit, by the time we get to play live, no one will want to see us. So,
I already have it on my phone. I already saw it.
I get it. There's a lot of bands that are starving, and they got it's a way to make a little bit of money, and so I understand it, but at the same time, like I said, for me, it just personally, my take, it's just I don't want to do it too much.
Well, who's like your favorite vocalist, if you could choose one that you've been inspired by over the years?
Well, I grew up listening to a lot of I grew up listening to Kiss and some old 70s rock back in the day, but
there you go, John.
Yeah. I grew up listening to a lot of hardcore bands, a lot of Southern California hardcore bands. I don't really have a favorite, but like I said, I grew up listening to Bad Religion, the Circle Jerks, Minor Threat, the Descendants, a lot of the local bands other than the East Coast bands, Bad Brains, and like I said, Minor Threat, but a lot of the hardcore influence bands, just bands that had some good energy.
Nice, man. Well, speaking of that, we do have
absolutely
a little thing that we did before. You might have heard it before. A little thing called the Thunderdome. So, 2 people in the Thunderdome. Who's going to come out on top? All right. So I have one for you. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
1985 Mike Scioscia versus Bob Boone.
I'm going with Scioscia.
I would have went with Scioscia too. Yeah, 85.
I could have been could have been 95 or 05. I'm still going to go with Scioscia.
Now, what would make you say that?
He's a big man, got the shit beat out of him. There's highlights of this guy getting barreled over with the best of them. He's just a tough dude, man, and I don't know if he's a fighter or not, but I'd take him. All
right. How about 85 Scioscia versus 80 Steve Yeager?
I'm still going Scioscia.
Wow.
Yeah, I love Steve Yeager too, but I mean, I'd take Joe Ferguson over both of them.
Joe Ferguson.
Yeah, that was like Tommy. That was Tommy's personal bodyguard.
Wow, Joe Ferguson. He's throwing out old school.
Oh yeah, he was a
Well,
mean
man,
dude.
thank you so much for being on with us, John. You got any more? You got anything else you want to throw out? He's asleep.
That's what Soch does in the dugout.
Exactly. He's doing it. He's doing his Mike Socha impression.
I'm working out. I'm trying to figure out who am I going to sub? Who do I need to pinch hit because the bulk of the bullpen's gone. I'm trying to play this like Socha would,
You got to. By the way, you got to be one step
ahead. Let me
ahead.
ask you something, Scott, because this is something I can't stand. So let me ask you something. I am not a fan of like the setup guy the guy that comes out for like 12 pitches and then here comes a guy out of the bullpen that's going to run like 5 innings. Like, what is the strategy behind that? Because I don't understand it.
Well, the strategy is they've analytically, statistically saying that the third time through the lineup, a starting pitcher will struggle. So if they have an opener and he goes through those 1 through 5 hitters the first time around, now your starting pitcher can get a little deeper in the game before you have to go to your horses in the bullpen. It's kind of like you used to bat your best hitter third. Well, now they bat the best hitter second because they say he might get one more chance to get an at-bat in that game. Right. It's all computer driven. It's all analytics. It's weird. It's weird watching a guy go out and throw 1 inning and face, the first 3 or 4 or 5 hitters. And then you bring in the starting pitcher who's totally, who's totally not used to it. He's out in the bullpen gnawing at his fingernails, doesn't know how to warm up, doesn't know how to do anything before the game. And he's scared shitless. And it doesn't work for everybody. But, that seems to be the norm. So that's what's going on. It's kind of like live streams. Hey, let's do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
and then one last thing. Yeah, I just didn't understand. I don't understand it. But hey, it's like you said, it's all computer driven, and it is what it is, and that's just kind of the nature of the league here. Everything changes, everything evolves. The last game that I went to was in 2018, and we were on the third base line. So I can't remember who was playing third. Of course, it's short. For the last couple of years, it's been Andrelton Simmons. And I'm watching Andrelton Simmons play catch with whoever was at third. And I want to say it was Ben Revere, but I don't think it was. And I'm watching whoever is at third, rocket the ball to Simba, and he's catching it. And then with the same velocity, who was at third throwing it, Simba could just literally it with it, and it would go just as fast. Like, how strong is that guy? Like, how unnatural is that dude?
Simba.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like phenomenal. Yeah, phenomenally athletic.
Andrelton Simmons, yeah.
Oh, he comes out and he'll do his Pele version with a baseball, and he'll dribble this like baseball, like kick it in the air like 100 times without hitting the ground. He's unbelievable. Like he can have his back turned to the field, to home plate, get a ball from the outfield, and just have the instincts to turn and know exactly where to go. And he's got eyes in the back of his head, and he's a special talent. And very athletic, and he can do some crazy things. And there's probably 100 things that people don't see that he can do that he can do, Yeah.
Waffles. You can make creme brulee.
Yeah, he's from like somewhere. He's one of those
No, he's a very special athlete.
He's from Curacao, so he can do all kinds of crazy Creole shit. You know, he can bake everything.
Well, man, Scott, thank you so much for being with us, man. We really, really appreciate it, and I hope we can meet up. I hope that we can meet up together, you know, one day and at a show really, really soon, man. And get back out there playing. We're going to take a break. We're going to come back with Rusty, our good friend Rusty Metal. And thank you so much, Scott. We really appreciate it.
Thank you, guys.
And we'll be right back, everybody. Everybody, welcome back to We'll Do It Live. Right now, we are going to welcome in our musical guest tonight, Mr. Rusty Metal. Everybody,
Hello,
Rusty.
hi, good evening.
Hello, Rusty.
Hey, we're live. Oh, there we go. Sweet.
We are live, man.
Fantastic. How many people do we have on here?
Oh, like tens and tens.
Oh,
Don't
nice.
worry about it.
Fantastic.
So everybody, I'm gonna throw it out to Rusty right now. But you are currently in the back of a car. Back of a car?
Yes.
You're not being kidnapped, no?
No, I'm in the back seat. No, unfortunately, I'm not being kidnapped. There's no gag over my mouth, as it seems. I am not doing this under duress. I was convinced into doing this, just not under duress. So we're sorted out here.
Nice. So is there anybody else around you?
Currently, there is a group of my fellow Mexican friends over there in the distance. There is a plane landing in the horizon. And yes, there are people in my vicinity.
Excellent. Okay, so they might be able to hear you sing. They might be able to hear you.
Maybe. There's a bunch of them in the cars.
Oh, good.
But,
okay, so a little serenading. I like it.
I like to keep my shame kind of from a distance. You know what I mean? I'm sheltered in the car here, so
so do we.
Embarrassment is third party, so it's fine.
Oh, so do we. So do we. All right, everybody. So without further ado, please welcome to We'll Do It Live our very good friend, Mr. Rusty Metal. Everybody.
Let's hope this sounds good. Remember when you were young, you shone like the sun. Shine on, you crazy diamond. Now there's a look in your eyes, like black holes in the sky. Shine on, you crazy diamond. You were caught in a crossfire of childhood and stardom, rode on the steel breeze. Call on your target for faraway laughter. Call on you stranger, you legend, you martyr, shine. You reached for the secrets too soon. You cried for the moon. Shine on, you crazy diamond. Threatened by shadows at night and exposed in the lights. Shine on, you crazy diamond. Well, you wore out your welcome with random precision. Rode on the steel breeze. Come on, you raver, you see your visions. Come on, you painter, you piper, you prisoner, shine. I'll leave it unresolved.
All right, everybody, Rusty Metal.
That's
Rusty
fun,
Metal from the back of his car.
From the back of the car, the forever the incognito era of Uber driver.
Oh, we'll do it live first.
Man, I got to tell you, that was amazingly great. That was amazingly great, man.
I know.
man, you are so talented and such an amazing singer, and just for the fact that it's in the back of a car is really funny. I love it. You think you got one quick in you? One quick in you? Like
yeah,
one,
for sure.
one more?
For sure.
I tell you what.
No, man,
Let's take.
fine, so I'm good. However long
Okay.
it takes, we're good.
We'll take just a few seconds. We're gonna come right back. You're gonna play us out. We'll say our goodbyes, and everybody, we'll be right back with Rusty Metal. One more time. We'll be right back. Hang tight. Everybody, we are back. This is we'll do live. Oh, I have a bug in my head. We're gonna go right back to Rusty Metal in the back of a car at Los Angeles International Airport. Rusty, are you there?
No. It's not Los Angeles. It's San Diego, sir.
Oh, San Diego
International Airport.
You could have just went for it and said Los Angeles.
We're not one of those people. No, they're their own crowd.
So thank you so much for being on the show, Rusty. So everybody, one more time. Oh, you're very welcome. And everybody, one more time, please give it up for Rusty Metal.
See that train coming round the bend, and I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when. But I'm stuck in Folsom Prison. Yeah. Time keeps dragging on. When I hear that train rolling on down to San Antonio. When I was just a baby, yeah, my mama told me, son, always be a good boy and don't ever play with guns. I shot a man in Reno just to watch him die. When I hear that whistle blowing, I hang my head and cry. Huh. Fortunately, I got this guitar. What was probably rich for a seat in a fancy dining car. They're probably drinking whiskey and smoking big cigars. Well, I knew I had it coming. No, I can't be free. Those people keep moving, and that's what tortures me. If they free me from this prison, that railroad train was mine. I'll probably move it just a little bit further down the line. Far from Folsom Prison, yeah. Where I'm to stay. And I hope that Folsom Wilson blow my blues away.
Everybody, Rusty Metal! That was awesome!
Very much
everybody, man, thank you so much. That's going to do it for us, everybody. We'd like to thank you so much. I love you too, man. And we want to thank Scott Radinsky. We want to thank Mariano Lusardi for Rusty Metal, for my partner, John Gonzalez. What do you say, John? Good show.
Look who's here.
Oh, there he is.
Wait a minute. Look who's right there. There he is. And he loves America.
There he is. He's got his flag and everything.
Yes, I have to go with John's, the interior decoration style. And then we threw an American flag on the wall. And whoever that is.
And whoever that is.
And
oh, my God. It is Roger Hummingbird, everybody.
Oh, dear.
Or is it Roger Sparkler?
Or is it Roger
Crescendo? Or is it Roger Quintana? Or is it Roger Crescendo?
Crescendo.
And he just decided to leave the show. Good idea. Hi, Dan.
So I'm the
how are them chicken wings, buddy?
Carnitas. Oh, excuse me.
Hold on, yeah. I'll just give you 1 second there. Hold on.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go.
How you doing, Dan? How you doing, buddy?
Well, Danny.
Good. Learned a little bit about very technical Angels baseball. Not very deep.
Right.
By the way,
I remember playing with Rusty.
I'll give you
very talented.
I just
What's that,
just want to let you know that the Angels game is in the middle of the third, still scoreless against Oakland in the middle of the third. So I just want to give you an update.
And you guys say that soccer's boring, right?
Yeah, kind of.
They don't even have a third period.
Baseball's good to nap too. Soccer, you just watch the highlights because that's the only time they score.
That's right. They wouldn't be the highlights, Dan.
Dan, where were you? We've been doing this show, the damn show, for an hour. Where were you?
I was sitting right here.
Why didn't you jump in?
I don't have that power.
Oh, Dan.
I'm the guy that was in the green room. I'm the guy that was in the green room the whole show, and it's like, oh, sorry, we ran out of time.
Yeah. Sorry, Dan. Next time, Dan. Thank you so much.
Oh, sorry. You know that Matthew McConaughey ran a little long with his shirtless promotion.
Am I going to bring him in? Dude, what am I going to do? Am I going to bring him in during Scott Radinsky's segment? And
I was going to ask him about. I was going to ask him about filing the ball, the emery board in his back pocket.
Right.
Or the Coke. Wasn't he the guy that did Coke? Oh, no.
Oh. Is he still in the green room? Bring him in.
That was a different guy?
No, everybody left. They made good decisions. You're the only suckers that stayed around.
I stay. Oh, man.
All right. Well, speaking of going over, we're going over. And speaking of skating, that is what I'm going to do. Everybody, thank you so much for watching the show. For Dan Diaz, for Mariano Lusardi, my partner John Gonzalez, for Rusty Metal, for Scott Radinsky, we'd like to thank you for watching the show, and thank you for sharing the show. Love you guys, and we will see everyone next week.
Peace.